Welcome everybody. This is very first day with Marisa. So how I'm going to start out my very first session with any character is I'm going to do their combo trials. I like to look at the combo trials, kind of like when you pick up a book and you read the back of it and it just has like a vague description about what the book's about, but you've kind of you're like, oh, that's interesting, or it's not for you, you know what I mean? That's kind of the way I look at the combo trials. It's just a little sample, a little taste test before you get into the nitty gritty with the character, you know what I mean? So I always like to do the combo trials. You don't have to do all the combo trials, but I recommend you do as many as you can just to see how you jive with this character. Some characters might be a lot easier for you than others, and so on and so forth, you know what I mean? So I always say start with the combo trials. Now, once I'm done with the combo trials, there's four things I'm going to focus on with every single character that's gonna get me from my day one, no nonsense, having no idea what I'm doing, all the way to master rank. These are the four things I'm gonna use with every single character, every guide, and this is how I'm gonna play the game and get to master rank. So, the first of the four fundamentals I want to tell you is to slow down and enjoy the video game. You are playing a video game. You are playing for fun. This isn't supposed to be something that you kick a hole into your wall over. You know what I mean? Slow down. Take your time. I recommend before you play a session of Street Fighter, watch some pro play. Watch maybe your favorite pro or someone playing your favorite character. Get yourself hyped up. This doubles up later on, you'll see, for match analysis, and this will help you improve with your character in the long run. Especially if you're watching your character do cool stuff and you start picking up like, oh, I can do that here, you know what I mean? Oh, you'll recognize this situation. You'll be like, oh, so-and-so did this in this exact situation. I can try that. So I always recommend start out each session watching some replays, getting yourself hyped up, getting ready to go. Slow down. It's not a race to hop in there and play the video game. Enjoy it. It's a wonderful thing. It's a great game we're playing here together. Number two is focus on basic execution. I'm gonna have some basic ass combos in this video. When I say basic, I mean basic. And the point of that is so I don't have to think too hard whenever I get my hit. I just go into my basic combo. This is day one, so over time you'll get more comfortable with these situations and improve off of your combos. But day one, I want the most basic combo. Just so it's not. Combos aren't important in this game, but they're a necessity is what I mean. You don't have to have these crazy combos. A lot of people, you don't got to have the dream combos that everyone wants to see. If you want to win and learn the game correctly, and when I say correctly, there's no wrong way to play the game. I can't stress that enough. But I mean, like how the analogy is, in chess, you can't move a bishop any which way you want them to. You kind of have to learn the way they move and then apply yourself to that. So that just goes with the bread and butters. Just basic execution, get your combos done. The fourth fundamental is going to be developing a game plan, and this is incredibly stressed, or I can't stress this enough, is what I mean. Developing a game plan with your character is crucial, and even if it's just a basic semblance of a game plan, that's going to do wonders for you, because so many people are going to play this game without any idea of a plan at all. And fighting game plans are easy. I'll go over that in this video. I'll go over how you could come up with your own game plans for any character in this game, and a bunch of different ways to do it too. Just with one basic formula, essentially. Nothing. It's brute force in it, but it works. Trust me. So the last rule is the 20 and 5 rule. Every 20 minutes of gaming, I recommend a 5-minute break. Every 20 minutes of gaming, 5-minute break. 20 minutes, 5 minutes. What I recommend is drink water and stretch in these 5-minute breaks. That's always going to benefit you, especially if you're sitting in whatever posture, playing your video games. Always get up and stretch. Every 20 minutes you get up and stretch, you're going to feel so much better. Trust me, especially for long gaming sessions. This is how you stay sharp. This is how you avoid tilt. This helps with mental focus efficiency. So like, if you're working on muscle memory, or you're working on a combo, or you're working on a matchup, or you're just playing to get better, taking those 5-minute breaks gives your brain time to basically absorb the information. This is how you work it into your brain slowly but surely, but effectively and efficiently. And that's the most efficient way to do it when you're learning anything. And you'll notice the results. Trust me, just do it. I do it in these sessions. and it's always very, very obvious how effective it is for me. So after that, I'm gonna put the system mechanics on the screen. Because this is day one, and if you truly are day oneing this game with Marisa right now, or watching any of these guys, I want you to know the system mechanics, because these are applicable to every single character in the game. A lot of people have trouble. They say, oh, I don't understand when I should do this, or what am I supposed to do versus this. Learn the system mechanics with every character. They're the same, essentially. You know, it's some built-in system mechanics that every character shares, essentially. That's drive gauge, drive impact, drive parry, drive rush, drive reversal, overdrive. There's also like chaining light attacks and jumps, which I have a little bit later on, but this is all stuff characters share. And odds are, if you're having trouble versus something in this video, one of these things that every single character share will be an answer to it. You know what I mean? So it's important just to learn, because that's the game we're playing, you know? These are, you know, and no matter what character you play, this is always going to be useful to know, because it translates to other matchups, so on and so forth. Every character shares these. So if we look at if we go back to number 2 in our 4 fundamental rules, it's just basic execution. So what I did for day 1 is I came up with the easiest punishes I could, just the most basic combos ever. Street Fighter makes this really easy for you, because moves usually have like 3 levels of punishment that you can do. And this game really makes it intuitive, where it's just a light, medium, and heavy punish. So like if it's something quick and you gotta punish it quickly, odds are your light punish is gonna do that. If it's like a little, you know, something like a drive reversal where it does leave them open for a punish, you know, medium punish, like for that situation, for a lot of drive reversals, you want that quick move to punish that. But you know, you get better reward if you do land the medium, you know what I mean? And then there's the heavy punish, when your opponent makes a horrible mistake, like a blocked super or a blocked uppercut, you know, a huge mistake like that. That's when you want to do your heavy punish. Now, Marisa's very easy. And then I have, also for the basic execution, crumples and splats are going to be different for every character, and it's not always going to be the same as like your heavy punish or what have you. So figuring out a combo for crumple, a combo for splat, a light, medium, heavy combo, and a combo for punishing drive reversals, I think those are really the only important ones. Everything else kind of comes later on. To build off that concept, something for beginners to learn and players of all levels to make sure they're applying to their game is hit confirming. It's really easy in Street Fighter. Chaining 2 light buttons efficiently is just mashing the light button, so it changes the frame data so your opponent can't do anything between this. This is just a tight way to pressure your opponent to bait like uppercuts or to go in for throws. It's just something you want to learn, and hit confirming too. It's a lot easier to see that third jab, that third crouching jab hit than that first one, and then know to go into your second, go into your special move. You know what I'm saying? So you just like kind of watch it. It's like, oh shit, it's hitting. So you cancel your special move and you finish your combo that way. It's good to learn that. It's not hard to do in this game with light attacks. They made that easy for beginners. The only other thing I would add to the combo section of this would be combos if you are wanting to take it one step over, you're a little bit more intermediate, or you just find these a bit easier, a combo into each one of your super 1, super 2, and super 3 is usually pretty good to learn too, just so you know how to when you can spend your resources and cash out and whatever. With Marisa, I highly recommend just saving for the level 3 and cashing out with that, because it just does so much damage, and she really does capitalize off that one big hit she could just win the whole game off of. So having the level 3 is good. Using the level 1 or 2 if it's going to burn out your opponent or if it's going to kill them, it's also a good call, But if it's not going to burn them out and it's not going to kill them and you're not desperate, then saving for the level 3 is usually the play with Marisa. So, going back to slow down and enjoy the game, the first concept, and combining that with the third concept of developing a game plan, how we talked about match analysis earlier, just watching players that you really like. If you want to come up with a game plan, choose a character like Marisa. I did this, and I found a new Marisa player, the #1 ranked Marisa right now. His name is Johnny. So I watched a bunch of his replays. And what I do to figure out what he's doing to win these games is I write down every single thing he does in these matches, and I'll put that on the screen, those annotations. And this is how you come up with patterns. You could do this. I used to do this with a lot, like I do it like pin matches, and then you could really just unpack a lot of what these high level players are doing, and you can do like a simplified version of it yourself, you know, and build up off of it. But it's still a gameplay. So like Marisa, let's bring up. So yeah, I just watched the replays and write down every single thing. You see, it is extensive. It is a bit of work, but even doing that 20 minutes and 5 minute break, you go through it no problem. You know what I mean? So the starter deck one, and I think the main thing that Marisa wants to do that I've learned is she wants to punish you. She wants to punish you and she wants to kill you for your mistakes. That's what this character is revolved around. She's everything comes back to punishing your opponent, either forcing them into with pressure to make them make a mistake, or just if they screw up and you block an uppercut, you just kill them for it. So you'll see, like, yeah, I wrote down a bit more advanced combo. It's not very hard with Marisa. I do recommend just trying to learn this stuff because she really is really easy to play. But oh my god, it just does so much damage. Like, so I wrote down, yeah, 2 big combos down there, a punish counter combo and just a big combo. And those, if you put those 2 combos together and land at those 2 combos, there's like no one who lives through those 2 combos. Maybe Zangief does, but that's close because yeah, just combining these 2 combos will just explode somebody. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm trying to force them to make mistakes. I'm trying to make them jump. I'm trying to whiff punish with my crouching medium punch drive rush, which if they whiff the button, that's a mistake, right? If they DI me and I DI them back, that's a mistake. Or if they let me jump on them, that's a mistake, and that's going to cost them that life. So yeah, the starter deck 2 kind of plays back to the starter deck 1. It's using Marisa's really good buttons, you know, to walk them down. You know, her standing heavy kick, her couch medium punch, really good ones. I write back heavy a lot in this guy. It's actually forward heavy for her knee. That move's very good this patch, it seems. If you land 1 forward knee into her Gladius special move, it like does a full bar of drive gauge. And the Gladius itself is really strong as a footsie tool and just neutral tool, and it's just one of the best special moves in the game. Honestly, it's an incredible move. Her whole identity is not based off of it, and it's not like game breaking, but it's a very strong move. No questions about it. And yeah, the idea is you want to walk them down, you want to pressure them with these buttons just so they make a mistake, or you get them in the corner, or you burn them out just by chipping away at it, and that's just a slow pressure cooker. She's really like, she's not the gorilla everyone thinks, you know. That's what you want to do with this character, but in order to do your gorilla tactics, you got to train your opponent to, you know, that you're not going to let them walk all over you and you're going to walk them down, you know, like a big, mean, scary lady, and then you get them in the corner and then they're like scared for their life, you know, and then they make a mistake and they die for it. That's essentially that. But you do look down at the starter deck 3. She can still unga bunga. The Superman punch is effective versus players that don't have answers for it. It's just going to win you the game if they don't know how to deal with it. But if they do, it's actually not very good. But you still want to put it in the mental stack versus every player you can. You just the power of the Superman punch versus a good player is to just make them think about it. The more stuff they're thinking about as your approach goes, the less stuff that they have, you know, that they're going to be able to answer, because you can only react to so many things. You know, we call that the mental stack. You build it up with their different special moves. Make sure Superman punches in there just so they're thinking about it, because you get away with a free Superman punch, it hits. The damage is insane. The corner carry is insane. You know what I mean? And it's just that scary. So that's just one mother. You just want them to be scared of as many things as possible. So because you want them to screw up. You know. The Gladius is an amazing special move, pretty much everywhere. It's a good neutral move. It's you definitely you want to pretty much have all her special moves in your opponent's mental stack, just at the ready, so you could, you know, get in there. The Sparta kick as well. The Sparta kick's really good as well. Just don't want to overuse it because, you know, it's susceptible to DI and whatnot. But just you want all these special moves in your opponent's mental stack just so they're worried. And if it's not working, you got to make sure that your defense. She doesn't have a lot of anti-air options, but you want to make sure you're landing them. It's really important to anti-air with her, just because people are going to jump on you all day if you can't. It's not that hard. The jumping medium punch is like if you have trouble anti-airing people, that thing's pretty damn good at it, all things considered. So that covers Marisa. So the main game plan summary is utilize system mechanics, capitalize on opponent's mistakes with powerful combos, crouching medium punch into drive rush streams, apply pressure with a crouching medium punch or standing heavy kick or forward heavy kick, chip away at the drive gauge. Keep all your special moves in rotation so your opponents just, like I said, you want to build that mental stack. You want them to make a mistake with Marisa. That's her game plan. She wants to walk you down, but she wants you to make a mistake. And when you make a mistake, she wants to explode your life bar for it. And that's his character, essentially, in a nutshell. That's our whole game plan. This is why this character at a higher level you don't see very much, because it's difficult to execute at a high level. At a low level, we're going to see how easy it is to execute. I don't know. I've never really played her before. You know, I played her a little bit when the game first came out. I did her combo trials, and I thought she was really cool because the damage. But I played her for a bit, and I was like, nah, not for me, you know? But looking forward to jumping into some more matches. No 5-minute break in this one just because it was a quick video. But I will have the match analysis in here, you know, at some point. It might have already happened. It might be happening right now. But I'll have all the notes on the screen for this entire guide, as well as all the annotations and timestamps for the match that will play from Johnny Marisa. And yeah, that being said, I am the depressed gamer. Y'all be good to yourselves. Please like and subscribe if you would. I appreciate it a lot. Keep on struggling. And I'll see you in the Marisa placements.